If you ever wondered to yourself what it would be like to shrink yourself down and travel through the digestional tract of someone, well, unfortunately, that's not a question that you're going to actually have answered here because, well, we're inside of a pixelated robot. Not exactly sure what the distinction is there, but there's a distinction. This is definitely not the first time we've had a miniaturization going inside someone's story, but it might be the first one that is done purely so that we can stop having Dragon Quest and wizardry puns and jokes. That's a good enough reason, right? And how could we ever forget what happened last time? You're actually giving us the rundown via text entry? It's true, we haven't needed those kind of password things where you gotta have a various combination of letters and numbers. Really, you're doing the Konami code. Yeah, not always useful. Ugh. I probably played something similar to this, but yeah, it's not immediately what I would go to. Ah, that was quick. For God's sake. And now you're making me feel sad because it's reminding me of all the old games that I've probably forgotten along the way and will never actually remember the name of. Or ever play again. Hang on, they didn't pixelize Tama in this one, so that must mean they fix her. And now that I'm thinking about old games, it's reminding me of ones that I actually just want to play again. If you have a particular favourite that you constantly go back to, maybe every year or so, despite it being relatively old at this point, let me know down below. It would be interesting to see what people would consider replayable. Depending on what age range we're talking about with games, I'm thinking, for me, maybe Digimon World for the original PlayStation 1. Well, for the PlayStation 1, not original, but I don't think I'd want to live in a society where... Actually, no, I think I would like to live in a society where all of your clothing was decided for you. Because then it wouldn't be my fault for my lack of fashion sense. So we've, spent 5 minutes actually just recapping. And a fake recap. That was kind of unnecessary and gross seeing all that splat when Kintaki got hammered. Is it though? E. coli town. Now it's basically just seeing what kind of anatomy puns they can come up with. Shinpachi, it's almost as if you didn't expect this kind of development. They're going to sign up for the guild, aren't they? Straight to the casino. Did they actually come in here with any legal tender? Actually, yeah. I spend some time doing the mini games and running around collecting bullshit instead of actually getting on with the main quest. Cypress glasses. That was close. Why is there a Just Away? Why is it a Just Away church? Well, sometimes saving itself will also increase your health. But it's good to set your spawn point at the church if you're going to need it. When did Kagura change her clothes? Why are you here? Why are you inside yourself? Ooh. Okay, so this is a proxy of Tama. Okay. I don't think I'd want to journey around myself. I already know it's a lost cause. I can tell she didn't really spend a lot of money on this. On this security. Are you sure this isn't a problem? Well, that's handy, isn't it? Does that mean they'll also get a whole bunch of useless side quests like cleaning rats out of a basement? I don't know why, but him turning his head like that was kind of creepy. I knew I was born to be a hero. Pity it had to be in the stomach of a robot. I wonder how many tropes it's actually going to cover. Or if it will just constantly do Dragon Quest references. A love experience? Also, if I ever have a twice in life size portrait of myself, someone has the permission to punch me in the face. Why are the guards just standing around and not intercepting the fact that he just threw a rock at the king. Possibly. There are various stories that have all taken different attempts at it, but really? Like, the kingdom still persists if at least the king survives. So if everyone else is sacrificed, it's fine. Or there's one where they actually want to stay and fight because otherwise it's all for naught. Sometimes I wish you could skip conversations in real life like you can in games. I'm not sure you'll get much use out of them. Double Dragon. I refuse. The poor dog. He's trying to ditch his own mother. I think I like this king. Having your emotions come up as actual visible elements like that exclamation mark could be beneficial but incredibly dangerous if that was real. Is this meant to humanize the king, to say that they even have troubles like normal people? I doubt that. So they've gone up there to assault the king, no one's stopping them, and Shinpachi has just stood there acknowledging everything has gone to shit already. So how many ex machinas is Mini Tama going to help out with? Nothing's happened yet. Oh. Oh. Hmm. I see. They're growing. Hmm. I see. Does that mean that that guy is now 98% nipple? Even if he is the virus, that's just nipple. It doesn't really seem that dangerous. Oh, unless you're doing the body snatchers. No, what about the dog? Wow, for them to actually give up their gambling, that must be some strong virus. Yeah, why not dispose of them straight away instead of going through this song and dance? What, do they have a teleportation sequence? Hopefully this data won't... So basically you're just going to make them all throw up. Actually, that might be better. Plus, you've now given him a one-hit kill sword, even if it is a toothpick. Even Shinpachi can cause some havoc with that. All they're doing is launching themselves at him. What was the plan? Okay. That is the embodiment of a thermonuclear device? Ah, of course. There are two. Two Kintakis. The world is not ready. Why is there a... Why is there like an alarm clock going off? I think Kintaki is a bit preoccupied just staring at the king there to actually take in what's going on. It's kind of incredulous. I mean, he was a bit close, wasn't he? If he's so hands-on and attacking the heroes... Okay. You're I think you're getting angry about the wrong thing now, Doggy. Was he modelled after the fact that Tama sees him as some sort of saviour? Oh no. I mean, it's not entirely wrong, but also... Oh no. He is the... the original that he was based on, yes. Imagine meeting who you are made in the image of and realizing that they are a letdown. I wonder if that's how any of us will feel should we ever actually meet God. If there was one, but still. This is a multiple episode arc, isn't it? It's not just 2 now, it's 3. They just haven't had their fill of Dragon Quest references. I'm sure there's at least enough for another 1.5 episodes. But are they about to take on the virus army and the last boss without grinding at all? That doesn't sound like any RPG I've played. Wow. Someone's got a good architect. See, there's only 2 forms the big boss can take. Something that looks completely monstrous and demonic. Or like a... well, any number of shitty Demon Lord mangas that's out there. The thing is with a thing like this is the virus basically taking over everything except for a couple of cells would effectively render Tama completely useless. Considering those Shock's toothpicks obliterated the viruses, isn't that also killing Tama's white blood cells? Won't be much left to protect her at that point. Yeah, and there's 2 of them. Well, he doesn't look so imposing with his finger up his nose. Oh, I see it's going well. Having a faithful hound that you've known for, well, at this point probably about 40% of your entire journey, turn out to be the actual king of those fighting for good? But if Kintaki is the form that she sees as being the most strongest, the one fighting for justice and protection of friends and family, who fills in the gaps for everything in between as well? There's probably quite a few Hasagawa walking around as all the pedants. But once again, that's the end of another episode of Gintama, and if you want to be a unwilling participant and oversee this story, you're going to have to come back for the next one. They haven't really gotten any quest rewards or money, items, done anything of value, but it might be coming to a close, which we can only hope for. Time is of the essence, you know. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below, and even subscribing to the channel would be very appreciated. And honestly, after some of the other game jokes, like Monkey Hunter, why am I even surprised anymore? Get some rest, hit up a save point. Join me for the next one. My patrons are the loyal subjects that may or may not turn evil at my beck and call, but let's be honest, I'm far too lazy to actually take over the world. So Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Denima 1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Yuki Ali, Shane Dunlop, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else, you are exempt from joining my personal fighting force at this moment. If you would like to don a skin-tight black uniform, I'm not going to hold it against you, but while you're doing it, why not head over to my Patreon and check it out.